Alright, hey YouTube. I'm gonna do hopefully a semi-quick video on my bug out bag and a little bit of mindset with bug outs and bug out bags and things like that. So before we get into what I actually have in the bag, we'll go over the mindset stuff. I've been seeing a lot of posts on social media about how bugging out's stupid and how I don't even have a bug out bag and all that kind of stuff. And I really think that's short-sighted. Yes, bugging out is not an ideal situation, but there are situations where you would be forced to leave your house, fire, things like that. So having a bag, and like you've seen in my other videos, I have a lot of my preps for the house in foot lockers and totes for very similar reasons as to why you would have a bug out bag. In those circumstances, you might only be able to grab one or two things and run out the door. So if you have a kit like this already put together, or totes or something like that, that's easily accessed, that you can grab and go, and you don't have to think about what's in it, it's just ready for you, it can be a big asset. So don't put all your eggs in one basket of, I'm just going to stay with the house, because if the house gets destroyed or something like that, you're screwed. I know a lot of people are like, well, I'll just put stuff together when I need it. That's a foolhardy plan as well, because you never know how much time you're actually going to have in that situation to run out the door. So with that said, we'll get into it real quick. I haven't gone through this in probably 6 months. I usually go through it a little bit more frequently than that, usually every 3 months. So I'll have to go back and remember what I have where. So right here, I have 1-inch tubular nylon straps for my chest rig. Some feminine hygiene products, I do believe. Make sure. Yeah. These are just some spares that my sisters use, so just in case they're with me and they don't have what they need when they need it. Carry a couple extra because it doesn't weigh anything, and I got the room for it, so that's just right there. That 1-inch nylon tubing, it does have a climbing rated carabiner on it, and it is kind of a general purpose setup. I can use it for medical reasons, to make I was gonna say a gurney, but makeshift like stretcher kind of thing to pull people, as well as use it for climbing and things like that because it is climbing rated. Sharpening puck, some extra matches. Sharpening puck's pretty self-explanatory. That's to help keep the axe on the side of the bag and the knife inside the bag and the knives that I carry all sharpened up because I never know what I got with me. So this is one of the charging docks for my Baofeng. Some random extra medical like boo-boo stuff. And some hygiene stuff in there as well. Some fuel for my camp stove that's in here. That pocket's a pain to zip back up at this angle. This is the main like admin pouch. So in here I got extra 5.56 mag, just a little 20 rounder. Some spear gold dots. Little kit for electronics, if I remember correctly. So I should have converted this one to, yep. Charging cables, battery banks, all that kind of stuff. I do need to go through that, make sure everything's charged up the way it should be. Got some narrow duct tape. Normally I do carry like the regular wide duct tape. I got this, I forgot where I picked this up, like how I got it, but it's super handy. It's good tape, and I actually like the narrowness for repairing certain items because it allows me to be a little bit more precise. So that's kind of neat. Some scissors, pen, just basic admin stuff, some zip cuffs because I have those stuffed everywhere. Face shield for, dust, wind, whatever. Hiding identities, whatever you got to do that day. Got Right in the Rain, some more Sharpies and things like that. So just some general purpose stuff, like I said. Pull the axe out the way. This is the Cold Steel Trail Boss. I really do love this axe. It's, especially for the money, it is really good. And I've had this one like 7 or 8 years now. And I have beat the ever-loving tar out of it. And it just keeps coming back. So, going in the wrong compartment again. I'll set this up for a second. We'll go through these side compartments. I got 4, 2 on each side. So the top one, yes, this one's got some bug repellent, lighter, carabiners, one climbing rated, and the other two just kind of utility. Get this out of the way. Little flashlight, which I had locked out, so I don't even know if batteries are good in that. Gotta check that. So, a little string bag, just in case I need to divvy out some extra gear or put something in here for other reasons. Got a little bit of tools in here, some locks and things like that, some keys from other stuff, some little tools. Just kind of some random extra stuff is really what that is. Allen keys, I want to say it's a metric set, so not the most useful, but not the most unuseful either. Let's press this out. Set of mechanics gloves and some rechargeable CR123s. And the bug spray I mentioned earlier. Now those mechanics gloves are probably my, I think those are my oldest set that I've owned. They've been with me in Costa Rica, Honduras, all over the place. Texas, Florida. And basically any time I've traveled, those have gone with me. This bag here also went with me to Honduras. I really do love this bag. It's a really good ruck. Holds the weight really well. I do have this kind of trimmed down a little bit. That one's empty. Let's go over here. Actually need to take this off for another kit. I guess it's going to stay there for a little bit. I don't want to take up the video time doing that. This one should be cordage, if I remember correctly. Yep. So I guess sewing kit, paracord. I make these little donuts with it. If you haven't seen my, I think I have a video on this. If not, I'll do a video on how to make these, as this is a super handy way to store paracord. It doesn't get knotted up, easy to take apart. Little was a ratchet strap, sort of. It's a cheap little thing, but any kind of cordage is good. And yeah, that's all that's in here. It's just cordage and things like that. Just had to make sure. Like I said, it's been a minute since I've gone through this, so y'all are going with me as I double check my equipment today. Appreciate y'all tuning in to all this craziness. Now, I'll get into that in a second. Got another climbing rated carabiner up here and a lock. I like having locks on hand. They're handy. If you need an explanation on why you might need a lock, I don't know what to tell you, man. Maybe you don't need one in your life. Getting into the main compartment here. So up here in a little mesh, I've got food and a chem light, some extra illumination stuff, some water purification, things like that. Instant coffee, silverware, all that kind of stuff up here. Easy to get to. There's also, I got my shot glass in there. Also where I add, when I add like little snacks like granola bars and things like that, this is usually where I put them. I took those out because the last one's in there and melted. Yeah, big mess. Some hygiene stuff down here, including combs and toilet paper and things like that. Some food. I'm saying things like that a lot in this video. So I stock a lot of the Mountain House stuff for kits like this. Some more ammunition for my guns, my 5.56 and my 9mm, being the primary guns that I carry around with me. So ammo to help keep those in the fight if needed, or provide food if needed as well. Not the best ammo for that, but get it done. One of my trauma kits. This one's definitely one of my bigger ones, and honestly, one of my better built out ones. Oh, excuse me. Little cook set. This is just a Stanley little cook pot with the nesting cups and stuff inside of it. Because the Mountain Houses, you can eat right out the packages, and they don't get like super hot once you put the boiling water in them. Not to where you don't want to use it kind of hot, you know what I mean? So Mountain House emails out of the way. Then I've got a cleaning kit, weapon maintenance, that kind of thing. Another little light in there. That is where I put that. A Gerber center drive. This kit does have an extra multi-tool in it as well, so that's good. So another one of those that I got, and I couldn't find a tool for it, so I was a little concerned with what I did with it. But that one didn't have the tool, this one does. One of my favorite knives ever, Becker BK7. This knife's been beat up as well. Did not take this one with me to Honduras. I actually took the Cold Steel GI Tonto. Two reasons. One, if I'd had this, I wouldn't want to have lost it in the airport, dealing with TSA and all that stuff. And I didn't have one yet, so yeah, happy meal. Sleep system is the next thing I have layered in here. So I love hammock camping. It's very comfortable. It's great on the back, all that good stuff. So this is my Eno double nest, one of them. And I do keep the straps in there. I have Atlas straps for all my Enos. And I keep them inside the Eno itself. So just with this, I always have a place to lay down at the very least. Little fleece sleeping bag liner. I tend to run pretty hot, so over the summer I'm not as worried about it. So with this, just laying on the ground, things like that. Oh, sorry. This is, yeah, this one is an inflatable mat, so I can put that down underneath me in the hammock. It helps insulate me a little bit better. Then this one's got my shemagh in there, so that's more of a hygiene thing. So with that setup, some skivvy rolls, socks and t-shirts. Yeah, a pair of pants here, another pair of pants. These are just like some athletic sweatpants, not like sweatpants. And then a pair of black jeans, because I used to have a ton of those. Oh no, sorry. Those are actually 511 pants. I forgot that's what I put in here. I used to run a set of black jeans in here because I had extras, but I forgot I had upgraded that. So yeah, so that's what I keep in my bug out bag. Just some basic necessities and some stuff for creature comforts and quality of life if I ever have to use this kit. And yeah, so just wanted to give you all some ideas and kind of show you what I've got running and talk a little bit about why you should have one. Even though the popular thing now is bug out bags are dumb and you're never gonna bug out and blah 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 and all that good stuff. So yeah, appreciate you guys tuning in. If you have any questions, put them down in the comment section below. Other than that, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.